Hello beautiful people, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, thank you for stopping by. Please join our family. Hit on the subscribe button so that you can join us. And also don't forget to like this video so that YouTube algorithm will recommend it to other people so that they can see it. All those of you who are already subscribed to my channel and you keep watching my videos, I thank you very much. I appreciate you guys a lot. I love you guys. Today we'll be looking at the major stories that are making the headlines on newspapers across the country. And our first stop is the Punch newspaper. And the first story on the Punch newspaper today, this morning, says North divided over Tinubu's re-election as leaders takes sides. That's coming from the front page of the Punch. Northern leaders are divided over Tinubu's 2027 re-election. I think Ganduje has already said that Tinubu will go ahead and seek for re-election in 2027. So another story that we see here on the front page of a Punch newspaper says Dangote refinery trade wars over alleged substandard fuel. As we all know, Dangote refinery has commenced operations in Nigeria and it's one of the biggest refineries in the world. But there has been allegations and counter-allegations against Dangote refinery that they say substandard fuel, and Dangote has come out to clarify that its fuel is not substandard and that they are among what they sell is among one of the best in the world. Then we have a story that says 109-day darkness. How UCH doctors attend to patients with torchlights. This is very, very sad. UCH refers to University College Hospital in Ibadan. And this story is saying how the doctors at UCH, which is University College Hospital in Ibadan, a tertiary healthcare institution in Nigeria, attend to patients with torchlight. They have been in darkness for 109 days. We'll take a look at this story because it's very sad that an institution, a tertiary health institution in Nigeria, like the UCH Ibadan, one of the top top health institutions in the country, has gone for 109 days without light. It is very sad that we are allowing this to happen, and this will cause loss of life because I cannot imagine doctors, performing surgery without power and using torchlight. It is very sad that we are allowing this to happen in our country. We'll look into that story for more details to see what's happening and what led to this. Then we have a story here that says USAID calls for probe spread over alleged Boko Haram funding. Recently, some days back, an American lawmaker alleged that USAID was used to fund Boko Haram, and so after that allegation, there have been calls for probe to see whether what he said is true or not. We'll look at that story briefly. Then we have a story here that says Kwara cleric dismembers 25-year-old Facebook girlfriend. This is very sad. This is very sad news. I sincerely hope that our young girls will learn that you don't just meet people online and then you go and meet them in your houses when you don't know them very well. I don't know whether this actually happened in a man's house or not, but we have had instances where people meet online and you go ahead to go and meet the person in his house, and such tragic incidents happen. Young girls should learn that when you meet somebody online, for the first few dates, you should not be going to the person's house. You should be meeting the person in a public space, and you should not go alone. Also, you should begin with somebody like your friend or your sibling to be on the safer side. I think parents ought to teach their children these things so that this kind of things will not continue to happen in our country. It's very sad that a lady, 25-year-old young lady at the peak of her life will just be, unalived like this. Very sad, very sad, very sad. Then I will have a story here that says Binance's Gambayan insists 150 million bribery allegation against reps is true. As we all know, during the Buhari era, the federal government detained two Binance executives who came to Nigeria. And so one of them is saying that one of them is Gambayan, and he is saying that the people we met with demanded $150 million bribe from him in order to let him go. The reps, the people we mentioned, have come out to say that story is not true, but he has come out to say that that statement is very true, and that people in government, people in the House of Reps, and he alleged that some people in his security arm of government, security outfit, also connive with those House of Rep members to demand money from him. We look at that story because I still remember how Binance had to leave Nigeria after these two employees of theirs were detained for a very long time. Then we have other stories. We are seeing that police took the lives of several terrorists and recovered arms and ammunition. And what else? Okay, this story says that NAFDAC seals 3,000 shops in Lagos and seizes 12 truckload of fake medications. Wow, that was very sad. It is very sad because you have people who are not feeling fine and who go to go and buy drugs, and these drugs are fake. Meanwhile, the person who is sick is hoping to get well, but at the end of the day, you see that his condition is getting worse, not knowing that the drug he bought is fake. I think that a serious penalty should be placed on people who continue to engage in the business of fake drug. I feel that a serious penalty, both finance and the prison term, should be slammed on people who continue to deal in fake drugs because they are making Nigerians to lose their lives. It is very sad that people will engage in things that kill other people. I find it very, 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 very annoying. I find it very annoying. I will look at that. And what other story do we have? I am prioritizing self-love. Omotola Jalade Kende opens up on surgery scar. And yeah, those are the major stories. But let's look at this story about UCH Ibadan going without power for 109 days. The story says after 109 days of darkness in the University College Hospital Ibadan, Oyo State, over non-payment of 495 million naira electricity bill. Punch Healthwise investigation reveals how the power outage led to avoidable deaths of patients as doctors used torchlight and flashlights on their phones to provide care. Wow. Even before I open this story, I already knew that it will lead to loss of lives. There's no how. It will lead to loss of lives. It's very sad that we are allowing this to happen in our country. Very sad that we are allowing this to happen in our country. And UCH is a tertiary institution, a tertiary healthcare institution, and it is owned by the federal government. I don't know why federal government will be dragging their feet on such a matter. Why federal government will be dragging their feet on such a matter? I don't know. I have no idea. On a chilly December evening in 2024, a family of 4 was rushed to the accident and emergency unit of UCH Ibadan, Oyo State, gasping for air. The cause of their distress was a gas explosion that rocked their home. Wow. But as the medical team battled to save their lives, they were confronted with a harsh reality. The hospital was without electricity supply. Wow, the hospital was without electricity supply. Wow, you see? The automatic ventilator system, a lifeline for patients struggling to breathe, lay dormant. Its digital screens dark and unresponsive. The medical team was forced to resort to a manual ventilator, a primitive device that required someone to press a bag known as ambu bag, a handheld device that delivers positive pressure ventilation to patients who aren't breathing well, to push into the lungs of the patients. It was a laborious and exhausting process, one that required a team of 3 medical students to take turns pressing the bag for 30 minutes each. This is very sad. One of them saddled with the responsibility of pressing that handheld device told Punch Healthwise that the lack of power supply, which forced them to use a manual ventilator, led to the deaths of 2 of the 4 victims of the gas explosion brought to UCH. You see? Wow. This is very sad. This is very, very sad. He explained that the automatic ventilator system, with its precise and consistent air delivery, might have made all the difference. See, these are the avoidable deaths I was just talking about. I knew that, people will lose their lives. I do not know, what government's plan is, but I don't know. I don't know what to say really. Wow. A senior physician at UCH identified as Dr. Adebayo recounted the difficulties of performing even the simplest procedures in near darkness. It is surreal. We had to use torchlight to check vital signs and administer injections. There was no time to waste, and we had to make do with what we have. It is very sad that government even allow a hospital like this to go without light for a week. Not to talk of 109 days. I don't know what the people in our government offices, our elected politicians, I don't know what they are doing. But they are definitely not doing enough. And they are definitely performing below expectations for this to be happening. I just hope that we get it right. I hope that we as Nigerians, we have, the mindset to vote out people who have performed badly and voting people who, perform well. We cannot continue like this, seriously. We cannot. Let me take a look at other stories on the Punch newspaper. And here, this story about Binance. This is the picture of the Binance executive who was detained in Nigeria for quite some time. Mr. Tigran Gambaryan. Binance top official Mr. Tigran Gambaryan on Saturday insisted that the $150 million bribery allegation he made against 3 Nigerian lawmakers is factual. He added that his post on Friday was nothing but the truth of what took place in Nigeria. He called that Gambaryan had taken to the microblogging site X on Friday to name Philip Agbese, Ginger Onuwosibi, and Peter Akparike, all members of House of Reps, as the 3 prominent Nigerians who demanded a bribe of $150 million from him to forestall his arrest and prosecution over money laundering allegations. The claim has since been dismissed by lawmakers and the federal government. Despite denials, Gambaryan posted again on X on Saturday that his claim was factual. What I shared was factual, based on my personal experience and conversations with those who have direct knowledge of events I discussed. Information that was shared with both Nigerian and US law enforcement. So please allow me to leave this behind and find peace, he insisted. It is sad that people in government at such high level in Nigeria are being accused like this, I just hope that things get better for our country and that the people who we entrust to own our country, our politicians, become selfless enough to not let this kind of things happen and to not let this kind of allegations fly. So these are the two stories I see and I feel that we should talk about. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next video. Until then, take care. Bye bye.